All right, welcome back to All Cars, y'all. I am John. This week, it is time for another Motorweek Retro Review reaction. It is the 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer Sportback Ralliart. Now, a couple of things here. First off, appreciate you being here. Yes, I think I'm wearing the same shirt as last week. I just looked. I'm sorry about that. Number two, this is the second one I'm doing in a row, which is purely from me. This is honestly not a car that I remember fondly and I want to reminisce about. This is a car that I don't remember existing. I do remember the Lancer. I don't remember the Sportback, which is a fancy way of saying station wagon. I don't remember that at all, this body style. I do remember this Lancer. I've driven them. I just don't remember this. So I thought it'd be cool to do this one and kind of see what I think looking back. So as always, grab your beverage of choice and let's take a little trip down memory lane, as it were.
Motorweek is made possible by Lucas Oil, Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper, and TireRack.com.
In America, a station wagon isn't usually thought of as a fun-to-drive car. But in the rest of the world, sporty wagons are all the rage. And that is the concept behind this wagon based on Mitsubishi's Lancer compact sedan. Now add style and performance from Mitsubishi's Ralliart division and it can become downright entertaining. So let's take a turn in the new Lancer Sportback Ralliart and see why small wagons can be big fun.
Oh, hold on. Oh my goodness me. I love it. I absolutely love it. I like dorky little cars. I think this looks fantastic because it's unabashedly a wagon. They're not trying to hide it, right? It's a wagon. For all the world, from the A-pillar back, it looks like a Volvo to me, or maybe a Saab. From the firewall forward, it's a Mitsubishi. This could be a small Saab to me. I don't love this generation of Lancer, honestly. Excuse me, I don't like the front styling of this generation of Lancer. The headlights, the way they're shaped and the way it continues down and under the grille, so you end up with a rounded grille. I don't love it. It's not horrible, but it doesn't look as good as what Toyota or Honda was doing at the time. It generally just looks a little cheaper. But overall, I love the style on this, and it's such a shame that Americans don't like hatchbacks. They stopped liking wagons. They don't like small cars, so here you've got like the worst of everything. It's a shame stuff like this didn't really catch on and stay caught on. This is, oh, I can't wait to see more.
Wagons can be big fun. Indeed, the 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer Sportback Ralliart is no ordinary station wagon. With its tuner roots and sporty image, the kids will be eagerly riding shotgun.
Okay, from the front here, okay? Two things jump out at me. Two and a half things jump out at me. The first is it looks super narrow and tall. Little awkward proportions from the front. Number two, it looks a little bit like a Toyota Matrix from the front. Not once you see the side and how long it is, but it looks a little like a Toyota Matrix. And there is, and nobody wants to hear me say this, man, there's a hint of Pontiac Aztek in this. There really is. Let me know if you see that too.
When dad or mom rolls this little gem out of the driveway. Designed to handle and feel like an entry-level sports sedan, but with all the convenience of a wagon, the Sportback has as much pose as purpose. Its Ralliart added looks distinguish the modern Mitsubishi split front fascia with unique sport grille, deeper air dam, and projector beam fog lamps. Its body sides are performance clad with added lower moldings and split spoke 16-inch alloys. The Sportback is available in 2 trim levels, the LS wagon or our Ralliart version.
And again, look at the rear of this and tell me that doesn't look like a Saab. Or a Volvo. I mean, in the tail lights and how they do this. Oh my goodness, guys! This is how did I not know this existed? This car in 2004 would have spoken to me. Oh wow. Let's keep going.
The Sportback's 181.3-inch body is the longest in its class. At the rear, a spoiler and roof-to-bumper taillights frame the useful hatch. But no one gets by on looks alone, and this Sportback is no exception. Completing the racing-inspired package is its Ralliart performance. Power starts with a new 2.4-liter single overhead cam inline 4. Then kick in Mitsubishi's innovative valve timing and lift electronic control system and watch power and efficiency soar. The Sportback runs 162 horsepower and puts out 162 pound-feet of torque. Thanks to a larger diameter exhaust, that's 2 horses more than its LS wagon mate. And it pulled our rally wagon from the 0 to 60 mark in 8 seconds flat during preliminary testing.
I'm not overwhelmingly shocked and awed and amazed. I'm not blown away at that power. If they had been in the 190 range, I would have been like, holy crap. But you know what? For 2 extra horsepower, I'd just get the LS, you know. But really, good numbers. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
This power plant is linked to a standard 4-speed automatic transmission, and though you might prefer the shift-happy thrill of a manual, unfortunately, it's just not available on the wagon. But with this well-matched engine and tranny, you probably won't miss it. There is just enough of the peppy performance you'd expect from any car called Ralliart. And when it's time to brake, the Sportback Ralliart relies on its larger 4-wheel disc with standard ABS and electronic brake force distribution, which offers all the stopping power you need. Supporting this front-wheel drive wagon...
Okay, so they're not doing real testing here. We're not going to get the true measure, 55 to 0, 60 to 0. But ABS and force distribution, nice to have. I guess we have to take their word for it that it just stops pretty well.
And is its enhanced Ralliart suspension. The fully independent configuration wears McPherson front struts and a multi-link rear with coil springs. The Sport Tune system and stiffer steering rack accounts for the wagon's tight handling in corners and active ride quality. Inside, this Sportback shows off its roomy cabin and Ralliart perks. Standards include a tilt-adjustable steering wheel, leather-wrapped shifter, and 6-speaker CD audio. At the helm, drivers face a Lancer Evolution gauge cluster and a clean dash design with titanium accents. The well-padded front buckets have 8-way adjustments and open-style headrest. While curtain airbags are not available, Ralliart does add the protection of front seat-mounted side impact airbags.
Oh, okay, so I feel like they've turned into an auctioneer to get through this one. That moved really quickly. I don't have a problem with the interior, but it doesn't wow me, kind of like the exterior has, honestly. The white gauges don't do anything for me. Masses of black dash, masses of black carpet with black seats, doesn't do anything for me. I do like the coverings on the seats. Those are pretty cool. And then the dash where the radio and the HVAC are, it looks like they formed the dash and went, oh crap, we've got to cut out and put something in here. Typical Mitsubishi to me. It doesn't look quite as cohesively styled as Honda, Toyota, Nissan, something like that. Nothing says, ooh, I hate it, I don't want it, for the price, which we haven't heard yet. But assuming this is at the lower end because it's based on the Lancer, nothing here says, ew, but nothing says, wow, on the interior. Just looks like it would be fine. And I guess that bothers me, honestly, because a lot of Toyota and especially Hondas in the 90s and early 2000s, they made you go, wow, You know, there was that moment of joy in the interior. I don't get that from this Mitsubishi.
Rear cabin holds 3 in a pinch and features adjustable and fold flat seat backs. Cargo space starts at 24.9 cubic feet. With the seats folded, storage expands to 60.7 cubic feet.
That's fantastic. 25 cubic feet with the seats up. After this video, I won't be able to edit it in, I don't think, but after this video, I'm going to go look at some of the smaller SUVs because I'm really curious what an HR-V or a Corolla Cross has behind the seats. I've got a gut feeling it's less cubic footage than this thing. I may be wrong, but honestly, that's pretty impressive. It really is.
Also adding to wagon efficiency is the Sportback's fuel economy. EPA estimates call for 22 city and 28 highway. Our winter solstice spin revealed 24 miles per gallon on a mixed loop. Not bad, and definitely a case for this youth-oriented offering, as is the price. Hoping to win over those 20-something shoppers and keep the repo man at bay, Mitsubishi doles out a modest asking price. The LS wagon begins at $17,304. Choose to beat feet in our Ralliart model and expect a base of $19,914. Those are fair prices no matter what your age. Plus, throw in Mitsubishi's new 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and the tag on this sporty wagon looks even lighter. So, to station wagon or not to station wagon? Well, when it's as affordable and has the redeeming road performance of this 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer Sportback Ralliart, it's an easy choice. Utility and economical driving fun in one small sport wagon package. A package that brings a smile to everyone who drives it away. Well, I hope you'll join us next week for more Motorweek.
Yeah, no. So, I'm absolutely stunned. I really am. Guys, that is fantastic. First off, I'm embarrassed. Where was I in 2004 that I didn't know this was available? I don't know that I would have bought it at that time. I did end up buying a Ford Focus a few years after this, and I wasn't in the market for a station wagon, but I did in 2007 buy a Nissan Versa hatchback, right? So I like hatchback designs. I like that extra space. This speaks to me. When you look at the old Dodge Colt wagon things, those spoke to me. These weird things speak to me. I grew up in the back of a station wagon with my kids. I like station wagons. And as much as I appreciate SUVs, what they offer, the higher driving position, and, you know, certainly we have a Volvo station wagon here, and it is, you know, it's a little hard to get in and out of. I like the higher position of, say, the Explorer that we have. There's something special about a car with a backpack versus an SUV. This really, really speaks to me. And I find it extremely appealing. It's not perfect. There's a couple things I don't like, but I find it extremely appealing, and I can't believe I didn't know about it. And I'm not joking with you guys. I'm not acting here. I knew the Lancer. I've driven Lancers, four-door sedan Lancers. I've never seen one of these in person. Now, I would like to say that Mitsubishi, I like to pull for the underdog, right? If you're down and you're out, or you built something really crappy, I want to pull for you. That's why I want an old Fiat Panda, or heck, a new Fiat Panda. I want a K-car to drive. I want these things that are underappreciated in the world. And Mitsubishi kind of falls into that. They had some amazing cars, but they never quite broke through to become the next Toyota or the next Nissan, right? They kind of had to pull back and start playing small. As a matter of fact, one of their best sellers right now is basically a lightly redesigned Nissan. That's the Rogue and whatever they call it over there at Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi's playing small right now. If they had this car and they could offer it for less than $20,000 because the new Chevy Trax is $21,000. I don't know that I wouldn't consider it. I don't love the front end styling. I think it's a little dorky. The overall proportions are little dorky, little off, little top happy, but good enough power, good enough acceleration, good enough handling, good enough ride, great cargo space in a little tiny package for $17,000 or $18,000 that gets over 30 miles to the gallon. I imagine with modern day it would get better gas mileage and a more modern transmission. Sign me the freak up. It is hard to believe that a car like this would not sell in today's world, but that's the world we live in. I'm completely shocked. Now, let's be honest, if I rolled back, it's 2004. John, here's $20,000, go buy a car. I don't know. I don't think I'd buy a Mitsubishi. I don't trust Mitsubishi. I don't love Mitsubishi's quality and reliability, interior quality. I think that the Honda, Toyota, or even Chevy Cavalier or something like that would be something I'd be looking at, whatever they had in the 2004 Cruise, something like that. But dang, looking back, this really appeals to me. And I absolutely love it. And I'd be willing to overlook its foibles along the way. I appreciate you being here. If you remember this, if you had one, if you know someone that had one, please let me know in the comments below, because this really surprised me how passionately I kind of felt about it. I wish it was one of their full tests where they actually were instrumented, or even part of one of their bigger tests. But dang, that was freaking cool, and I miss small station wagons like this. Thanks for being here, guys.